priest me.
Okay, priest me. What are some of the tools that we have in our church for prayer? Because I know that we have a sanctuary candle, but I don't really know.
Oh, you don't mean the sanctuary candle, I don't think. You mean the candles in the back.
Well, I mean 2 different candles.
Okay, yeah, we've got lots of candles.
Yeah.
Let's talk about candles.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's the sanctuary candle. That's the candle that's always lit as long as there is consecrated bread and wine in the ambry. Which means that when we take out the bread and wine, which we have to do every year on Good Friday, on Maundy, Thursday, when we strip the altar and take it out, one of the last things we do is blow that candle out.
Fun fact for Altar Guild.
Fun fact for Altar Guild. And it's a really meaningful thing to me, always blowing that out at the end, because it represents the presence of Christ in the Eucharist, which is there, right? So you say it's always lit, and it is almost always, right? Except for the one time between Good Friday and Easter Sunday, where we leave it open and empty and unlit.
So it's always lit to represent the presence of God.
Well, it's lit to represent, like, literally the presence of the sacrament in the like the bread and wine. Right. And Christ is present in the bread and wine. Not just present in the bread; He's also present in you and me and all the other ways, right? But the way that works is it's always lit as a symbol that there is sacrament in the building, I guess, but in the place where we keep the reserve, which is what we. If I'm running low, I can pull from there, but more importantly, we pull from there when we send people out to visit people in hospitals and stuff like that. So we keep communion to be able to share that same communion with our community that can't be here for whatever reason, all that sort of stuff. So it becomes this like mystical symbol of the unity of Christ and His church. We've also got candles, like little votive candles in the back. They're just like a little...
And that's where the kneeling bench
There's
is.
like a kneeling bench, which that's a much better way of saying it than my big seminary word.
What is a seminary word?
We don't call it a kneeling bench, we call it a prie-dieu.
What?
Prie-dieu. It's French. It means close to God. Fun fact.
Oh.
But anyway, but it's a kneeling bench, right? So there's a kneeling bench, and then there's like all these like little votives and like red things.
And the Book of Common Prayer is there.
Sure, yeah. It is there. It's a good thing to be there for people if they're looking for language to pray, right? The reason why I say sure is so that's a practice that became very common in especially Roman Catholic churches, which is part of our heritage too, where people will go and they'll like light a candle to represent what they want to pray for, or a couple. Like some people who are big in the Catholic tradition or the Catholic side of the Episcopal Church will be like, I lit a candle for you.
Okay.
As their way of saying I prayed for you. And I think that there's a lot to be said for that. It was big in my own life. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm talking about all my ordination stuff, but when I was first started like finding my faith, I got one of those candles that you can keep lit, and I would light it and keep it in my room as a reminder. It's like when I can't be thinking about it, I can at least have the candle burning, and then I can think about the candle burning, which brings me back into the world of prayer, right? Wherever I am all the time. So I think it's a really beautiful image and space for that. Some places, some people will get into the like, it got a little commodified in some places in the Roman Catholic tradition, but if you've got someone you want to light a candle for, you want to pray home, light a candle. A lot of times people will do that after they receive communion. They'll go back and kneel and light a candle. As sort of like a way to fill that prayer space.
So, priest,